As you probably know, there's no organisation in this country, aside from perhaps the Australian Labor Party and the Greens, that's as routinely and viscerally opposed to the Liberal Party as the publicly funded national broadcaster. That was on display on the ABC again last night when the Prime Minister appeared on the 7:30 program, where, unlike Labor and Greens politicians, he wasn't made to feel very welcome.
And accept that argument.
But have you modelled it? Because, for example, sorry to interrupt, Prime Minister, but Melbourne University...
No, you can interrupt. Well, those things aren't that big a deal that you've talked about, Lee, and I'm always focused on...
Then?
Lee, I'm just focused on the things that I took to the Australian people.
No,
and
I just want to know why the
that
secrecy. You're not answering what I'm asking.
Lee, well, I've disclosed the issues you've referred to.
But you want, we go back to the trust question. You want Australians to trust you. Does this excessive secrecy help that?
No, I don't accept the assertion you're putting to me, Leah. I mean, you're making accusations.
I just gave three examples.
Like the Labor Party does.
I gave you three concrete examples.
Yeah, these are minor matters, Lee, that I don't think go to the issues you're talking about. But if you want to join in on the accusations that the Labor leader makes in Parliament every day, well, you can join in.
I'm not interested in what the Labor leader's got to say. I'm putting to you three examples.
There's an uncanny resemblance between the allegations,
I'm putting to you three.
An uncanny resemblance. Scott Morrison certainly could see the line, the ideological direction, and he called it out, which is unusual and good to see, I suppose, but it also makes you wonder why they never do anything to fix the ABC. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with the ABC or anyone else being tough on the Prime Minister. That's their job. It's just that the issues and the line they take on them are so close to the Green left, so aligned with the Green left, so removed from mainstream values and concerns. And, of course, they just don't provide the equivalent probing and haranguing when it comes to Labor or Greens politicians. But that is as it ever has been. We can dream of changing it, but it perhaps never will. What really irked me, what looks like a new low for the ABC, came as part of the push for more funding from the ABC Managing Director yesterday. The ABC always whinges about not having enough of taxpayers' money. And David Anderson yesterday actually used the bushfires, this summer's bushfires, as part of his plea for more cash. I kid you not. The tragedy and trauma of our summer of bushfires was used as a prop by the ABC at a parliamentary committee to demand more of your money. And they chucked in their usual climate alarmism as well, arguing that this is the new normal and they'll need more money to cover it.
We estimate that it's going to cost us an extra $5 million per annum from next financial year, where we're going to have to build up our capacity to respond, this being the new normal. I think that we need to bolster our resources in future so that we can respond in the future to meet the challenge.
What a disgrace. The ABC is supposed to cover news. That's what it exists to do. It's supposed to inform Australians, tell them about disasters and bushfires, and it actually does quite a good job in circulating emergency warnings. But using tragedies endured by Australians to demand more of their cash is a pretty demeaning and opportunistic ploy. They spend more than $1 billion of taxpayers' money a year, much of it unwisely. And it's high time the government sorted them out. I'll be speaking to the Minister responsible for the ABC, Paul Fletcher, in the next half hour.